Okay, so your puppy's coming home. Here are the things that I need you to remember when you're bringing your puppy home. One, they are not fully vaccinated, so they cannot go out in public areas. They are not protected. Parvo actually lives on surfaces for 21 days. So that's why I don't have shoes come in my home, because it can just transfer from surface to surface. So your puppy has had one vaccine, but it is a series that they have to have before they are protected and can go out in public. So you need to keep up with that series, but they should not be on the ground. That is really hard, because when we think about socializing a puppy, it is taking a puppy out, and you can still do that. Just know that you need to carry your puppy, or it needs to be in a safe place at your parents' house or at a friend's house that you know that the ground is safe. That is totally okay. If you're traveling, your puppy's gonna have to go potty. So I always encourage people to stop at places that people don't typically take dogs. So a restaurant versus Buc-ee's or a gas station. We don't want to put our dogs down in any of those places. We want to put them down in places that people wouldn't think of taking a dog. That is where we should go. You can try putting a pee pad down. My puppies have been trained away from pottying on anything like that, but I know that it's impossible. I've traveled with dogs. You have to put them down. So just keep their mouth off of the ground, make sure you clean their paws and things like that, but we want to keep them as safe as possible. Also important to know, when you go to the vet, you will get their next set of vaccines, and you will start a heartworm and flea and tick preventative. There is a specific medication that I do not want my puppies to take, and that is called Simparica Trio. The reason being that it is known to cause seizures in dogs. So what it does is, it's not causing the seizure, but it's lowering the threshold of the dog at which seizures occur. I had a puppy that was given this medication after going home, and within 20 minutes she started having seizures. Then they had to put her under anesthesia to stop the seizures, and luckily they did stop as she was being brought out. It is extremely dangerous. It is very common, and oftentimes it's the only one offered in the vet clinic, and it's because they pay significantly higher payouts. It is a convenient one because it's an all-in-3. You give them one thing, but it has injured a lot of dogs and caused a lot of medical issues, and I have done the research since that happening to my amazing puppy. Luckily she's doing great, but that is one that if you choose to give that medication, all health guarantees will be void. I will not cover any cost that is associated with that medication being given, or any illness that occurs after that medication has been given. So it is one I highly discourage. You can always ask your vet for a prescription to order HeartGuard for heartworm prevention off of Chewy.com. Frontline Plus is a great alternative. Advantix, there's a lot of other options on the market. So that is one that we do not give. Also, please activate your 30 days of free insurance. That is super duper important. In case there is an accident, it will be covered if you activate it from it coming home from the breeder. Then you're covered for those first 30 days. You don't have to have a wellness exam to be covered. So I don't make any money off of it, but it does cover for accidents. And then you can decide if you want to continue that insurance after those first 30 days. Let's see, what else? Grooming, you need to make sure that you're keeping your puppy's bum clear, because they are hair. Their hair is just going to get longer, and so sometimes the hair will get stuck over the bum and the poop starts to get stuck. So you want to make sure that is always kept nice and trimmed. You can do that at home until they are old enough and fully vaccinated to go to the groomer. They'll be freshly trimmed when they come home to you. I also trim up their eyes. Please continue brushing them and having them exposed to grooming tools, because they have a life of grooming ahead of them. That's always the trade-off with the non-shedding dog, is that now you have hair that has to be brushed and trimmed regularly. So that is a really important thing. I think that those are kind of the biggest safety things, but I do want to emphasize it is important to continue to socialize your puppy even though they aren't vaccinated. We want them to continue to have those exposures to new things, especially in this period of development for them. It is how they're very much in their follow stage. They're little sponges, so being able to be exposed to new things is really important. I am so excited for you guys. You're going to do awesome. These puppies are incredible. So I will see you soon.